Okay, once you remove the cotter pin here, that should pop right out. Let's go 5. Alright. Okay. And this slips out. And same here. Alrighty. Okay, so this ground cable and this sensor needs to be disconnected. Cotter pin. Cast on that. .36mm. Okay, the sway bar link should be removed, but you can do it without it. It's just a little more spring. It springs back a little bit. So I'm just gonna knock it off with a big hammer. And this here. That in like this. Next, you have to drain the oil. Just use a 3/8. There you go. And that's the transmission oil. Explain what's going on. So each shield out, this bearing carrier out, and then here, that's in the frame. Here the aft shaft is in the transmission, and that here is attached to the CV axle that we just took apart. So I'm gonna try to remove the whole thing in one unit. This breaks really easily, so you don't want to bang on that too much. It's just made of aluminum. And now you make your little prayer that everything comes out smoothly. Oh, I love you. I love you. There you go. The reason I took this in one piece is sometimes this is really stuck. This is like, this one here is like a female, and if you force it too much, what happened is this thing, which is just like a cast aluminum, break really easily. Next, the propeller shaft needs to be disconnected from the transmission. It's a 10 millimeter, and you have to use a 12-point ratchet. I use this here first to give me more leverage. Those two are undone. I put the car neutral, and now I'm turning this by hand. Okay, I should be able to reach. There you go. A backyard mechanic setup. Here is a extruded aluminum bar, so it's very strong. Chain that's attached to the transmission. Here is on the struts tower, so it's a really strong point. And here there's a solid frame that goes all the way down. Okay, so I'm gonna support the engine from the bottom, and to save my oil pan, I just build this really quick, and basically the oil pan is gonna fit here, and the edges will support the engine here. So this is for the rear mount. There's one right in here, and that's the two other one. They're 14 millimeter. Okay, so that's the front mount. $17 millimeter bolt, and there's three more 17 millimeter bolt attached to the transmission. That needs to come out. Actually, it's the mount itself. Alright, so there's two on the top and one on the bottom. Oh, baby. And there you go. Check if it's in good shape. This one is good. Doesn't need to be replaced. Perfect. Okay, so this is the side transmission mount. I gotta remove this bolt here. Alright. Okay, so this is in the way right now. So I loosen up this bracket here. That's the mount. It's still attached. And this here is in the way too, which is part of the battery tray or air filter assembly or whatever. It's just a bracket. Okay, next step is to remove the subframe. Alright, so I marked the bolt, silver paint. The hole is a little bit bigger, so you have to center it, and that way I can put it back exactly. Okay, so I removed the subframe. It's down. The engine is supported, and so is the transmission. This is the front bolt. Alright, so that is number one. Okay, so I'm going right down here. 17 millimeter. And breaker bar. Okay. And that's your bolt from that holds the transmission and the engine together at the top. So that's one of them, and the other one is right here. Those two here are removed. That's the back, the rear, and the rear of your transmission. And there's one more in the front, which should be the easiest one. Okay, and this is the one here. That's our last one. Okay.